The Anasazi. Who were they? Uncovering an ancient mystery. Deep in the canyons of the American Southwest lies one of the greatest mysteries of ancient history. The story of the Anasazi, or the ancient Puebloans. Known for their extraordinary cliff dwellings, advanced agricultural techniques, and profound spiritual connection to the land. The Anasazi civilization flourished for centuries before mysteriously vanishing. But who were they, and what happened to them? In this video, we'll dive into the remarkable achievements of the Anasazi and explore the theories behind their disappearance. Join us as we uncover the secrets of a lost civilization that continues to captivate and intrigue scholars and history enthusiasts alike. The Anasazi. Who were they? Uncovering an ancient mystery. The Anasazi, also known as the ancient Puebloans, were a prehistoric Native American civilization that flourished in the southwestern United States, particularly in the Four Corners region where Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah meet. Their culture is a mystery that has intrigued archaeologists and historians for decades. The Anasazi left behind extraordinary cliff dwellings, complex social structures, and artifacts that speak to their advanced understanding of architecture, agriculture, and astronomy. But who were they, and why did their civilization eventually disappear? Who were the Anasazi? The term Anasazi is a Navajo word meaning ancient enemies or ancient ones. However, many modern scholars prefer to use the term ancient Puebloans to describe the civilization, as it is believed to be more respectful of their legacy and more culturally accurate. The Anasazi first emerged as a distinct culture around 1000 BCE and thrived in the region for more than 1,000 years. Their most famous period of development occurred between the 9th and 12th centuries, during which they built massive stone structures and developed sophisticated agricultural techniques. The cliff dwellings, masterpieces of architecture. Perhaps the most iconic aspect of the Anasazi culture is their cliff dwellings. These architectural wonders, built into the sides of cliffs and canyons, are found throughout the Southwest. Sites such as Mesa Verde in Colorado, Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, and Canyon de Chelly in Arizona showcase the Anasazi's incredible engineering skills. These cliff dwellings were often multi-story structures built from stone and adobe, and they served as protection from enemies and the harsh desert environment. The Anasazi also constructed great ceremonial centers, including the impressive Great Kiva in Chaco Canyon, where rituals were performed to honor the spirits of the land. The construction of these massive stone buildings and their careful placement within the landscape reveals a deep understanding of the environment as well as sophisticated planning and resource management. A complex society. The Anasazi were not just skilled builders but also farmers, traders, and astronomers. They grew crops such as corn, beans, and squash, utilizing advanced irrigation techniques to water their fields in the arid climate. Their knowledge of farming allowed them to support large communities, which were often organized around family groups and clans. Trade was also an essential aspect of Anasazi society. They exchanged goods like turquoise, pottery, and woven baskets with neighboring cultures, including the Hohokam and the Mogollon. Evidence of long-distance trade routes has been found, with items such as seashells from the Pacific coast and copper bells from Mexico discovered in Anasazi sites. The Anasazi were also keen astronomers. They aligned their buildings and ceremonial centers with solar and lunar events. For example, the Sun Dagger at Fajada Butte in Chaco Canyon is a famous site where sunlight creates a dagger of light on the rock surface during certain times of the year, marking the solstices. This suggests a sophisticated understanding of celestial movements, which was likely linked to their agricultural calendar and spiritual practices. Why did the Anasazi disappear? Around the late 12th century, the Anasazi civilization began to decline. The exact reasons for their disappearance remain a subject of much debate, but several theories have emerged. 1. Environmental factors, drought and resource depletion. One of the most widely accepted theories is that a prolonged drought struck the region during the late 1100s and early 1200s. The Anasazi relied heavily on their agricultural practices, and a drought would have severely impacted their food supply. Tree-ring studies have shown that this period was marked by unusually dry conditions, which likely led to crop failures and a collapse of the society's food systems. Additionally, there is evidence that the Anasazi may have overfarmed the land and depleted vital resources like wood for construction and fuel, further exacerbating the environmental pressures they faced. 2. Social and political factors, conflict and internal strife. Some experts suggest that the Anasazi faced social and political upheaval which may have contributed to their decline. As resources became scarcer due to environmental stress, internal conflict may have escalated. Archaeologists have found evidence of violence in some Anasazi sites, such as defensive walls and signs of trauma on human remains, suggesting that conflict between communities or groups was a significant factor in their downfall. Additionally, the Anasazi's complex social structure may have led to internal divisions. As the civilization grew larger and more complex, it may have become increasingly difficult to manage resources and maintain unity among different clans. 3. Migration, a shift to new locations. Another theory posits that the Anasazi did not actually disappear but instead migrated to other regions. As conditions worsened, entire communities may have moved southward to more hospitable areas like the Rio Grande Valley or northward to present-day Arizona. Evidence of Anasazi descendants can be found in modern Pueblo communities, such as the Hopi and Zuni, suggesting that the people of the Anasazi may have simply relocated and adapted to new surroundings. This migration could have been a survival strategy, enabling the Anasazi to preserve their culture and traditions in a new environment. The legacy of the Anasazi. Despite the mysteries surrounding their decline, the Anasazi left behind a remarkable legacy. Their cliff dwellings and archaeological sites continue to captivate visitors and scholars alike. Modern Native American tribes such as the Hopi, Zuni, and Taos consider the Anasazi to be their ancestors and maintain many of their cultural practices and beliefs. Archaeologists continue to uncover new information about the Anasazi using advanced technologies like LiDAR to scan the landscape for hidden structures and settlements. The legacy of the Anasazi is not just in the ruins they left behind, but also in the cultural and spiritual practices that continue to influence Native American societies today. Conclusion. The Anasazi were a remarkable civilization that built incredible structures, developed advanced agricultural techniques, and possessed a deep understanding of astronomy. Their sudden disappearance remains one of the great mysteries of ancient North America. Whether they faced environmental challenges, social conflict, or simply migrated to new lands, the Anasazi's story continues to captivate our imagination. Their legacy lives on through their descendants and the archaeological sites that still stand as a testament to their ingenuity and resilience. Anasazi legacy and modern discoveries. While the exact reasons for the disappearance of the Anasazi remain elusive, the influence of their civilization is still visible today. The remarkable cliff dwellings, intricate pottery, and evidence of advanced farming techniques continue to inspire awe and intrigue. Archaeologists are constantly uncovering new insights into Anasazi life as modern technology provides tools to explore hidden areas and better understand their culture. For instance, recent advances in LiDAR technology have allowed researchers to map ancient Anasazi settlements beneath dense forest canopies. These discoveries are changing how we understand the extent of Anasazi influence and their ability to thrive in such a harsh environment. LiDAR has revealed previously unknown structures, including residential areas, irrigation systems, and even ceremonial sites, shedding new light on their society's complexity. Anasazi influence on modern Native American cultures. The Anasazi's descendants, such as the Hopi, Zuni, and other Pueblo peoples, have kept many traditions alive, linking them directly to the ancient civilization. These modern-day tribes maintain the spiritual beliefs, agricultural practices, and social structures that were integral to the Anasazi way of life. Their continued reverence for the land, coupled with their intricate pottery and woven goods, pays homage to their Anasazi ancestors. Many of the architectural techniques and artistic traditions developed by the Anasazi are still evident in the construction of modern Pueblo homes and community centers. The symbolism found in their pottery, art, and even their ceremonial practices reflects the lasting impact of Anasazi culture, the role of preservation and cultural respect. Today, Anasazi sites are protected as national parks and heritage sites such as Mesa Verde National Park and Chaco Culture National Historical Park, both of which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These places not only serve as a reminder of the Anasazi's greatness but also as educational centers for visitors and researchers. The preservation of these sites is critical to maintaining a connection to the past as it allows future generations to learn from the mistakes of the past, particularly regarding environmental sustainability and resource management. Moreover, there is a growing recognition of the need for cultural respect when studying ancient civilizations. Many Native American tribes today are working alongside archaeologists to ensure that the Anasazi's legacy is treated with the dignity and respect it deserves. This collaborative effort highlights the importance of honoring the past while understanding its complexities in the context of the present. The mystery